Hey, Amit. Here's another video explaining exactly the questions you had. You asked if there was 4 nuts on top, and yes, I might have just been doing it real quick in the last video. You'll have 4 nuts that go on here on all 4 corners. So I can't, I think that was sufficient. I think that's what I came up with. That was enough to hold it. I don't know exactly what kind, but there'd be some type of decorative, a nice, something you can tighten with your hand by yourself and get it pretty tight. So the answer to your question there is all 4 sides will have this. And like I said, this is a rough prototype, but and then the next, you asked about the sheet metal protrusions. I didn't really know exactly. I had to go through a bunch of different ways to hold this metal in place, and yes, they'll be on all 4 sides. The answer to your question is these little protrusions right here will be right back here as well. I just did this here to make sure it was going to work, and when I found out it did work, and it works without the ones in back. It works without them being here, but it would work better if they were there. So the answer to your question is yes. So these will be all the way around the whole entire frame, and the frame is just basically made of metal that I welded a little box together, something sturdy enough to where it won't bend, but it's just I think 1/8 inch metal that is welded there to create a box. And then these holes here are just for different pry points or different leverage points. So you may need to have your tool over here or over up front, so that's why the holes are around the edges here. That was another question you had, these holes here. And then the back, yeah, they're just metal legs that I had made just to support everything. They're just welded in back. It could be just 1, it could be 2, whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as it's sturdy and strong. As for the clamping device, this is basically just a woodworking vise that I bought and modified a little bit to where